Yeah. So everyone understood what is meant by screening or shielding effect? पहले ये बताओ.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are trying to see the influence of the nucleus on the outermost electron, and that is dependent on the inertial electrons. The inertial electrons are covering the nucleus from the outermost electron. As a result, the nucleus is unable to have its entire influence on the outermost electron. So ideally, जो total nuclear charge लगना चाहिए outermost electron के ऊपर, which is equal to Z, we are having a nuclear charge which is lesser than Z, which is called as effective nuclear charge. So that Z star becomes lesser than Z, or Z star is equals to Z minus sigma, where sigma is called as shielding constant. The shielding constant depends upon number of inertial electrons as well as the orbital in which the electron is placed. Based on the orbital, it depends upon the nodal planes. If a given orbital has nodal plane, in that particular plane, the orbital cannot shield the outermost electron. As a result, its shielding power got decreased. If you are having a S orbital has no nodal planes, so it can shield the outermost electron in all the directions. So it has the highest shielding power for a given subshell. If you are taking P has one nodal plane. So because of that particular nodal plane, the electron won't be shielded if it is present in this region. And D has two nodal planes. So in these regions, the electron won't be shielded. So as the number of nodal planes increases, the shielding power decreases. Okay. And the final thing which you need to worry about is the variation of Z star in a period as well as in a group. In a period left to right, if you are going from left to right, you will be increasing the atomic number by 1 unit. But as you are placing the electrons in the same shell, the shielding constant won't be increasing to a greater extent, but Z will be increasing to a greater extent. So overall क्या होता है, Z minus sigma जो है, it remains constant. Okay. In a group, the electrons are added into the next shells. Okay. So इससे पहले जो भी electrons add किया हमने, all the electrons are added into the inner shells. So inner shell electrons can shield the outermost electron effectively. So sigma is also increasing, and Z is also increasing to the same amount. So Z star will remain constant. So overall आप लोग को finally ये याद रखना है, इतना ही, Z star in a period increases, in a group remains constant. Okay, I will go to next part. So based upon this Z star, we need to analyze different periodic properties. The periodic properties which we will study in this chapter are atomic radius, the variation of atomic radius in a group as well as in a period, and इसी में और एक subsection भी पढ़ेंगे, ionic radius. Electron affinity, ionization energy, and then electronegativity.
सर ये चैप्टर थ्योरी बेस्ड है क्या?
This is entirely theory based. You won't have numericals in this. This is entirely theory based. Okay. So before understanding these periodic properties, we need to understand types of intermolecular forces. So उनके बारे में समझने के बाद we will go to the periodic properties. First, let us understand what is meant by intermolecular force. Types of intermolecular forces. What do you understand by the term intermolecular forces? Anyone? What do you understand by the term
Bonds and
intermolecular forces?
Loosely.
Sorry.
bonds and
experienced by atoms and molecules.
Yeah, intermolecular. दो molecules के बीच में जो भी forces रहेंगे, it is called as, it can be called as intermolecular forces. Molecules broadly are of two different types, ionic as well as covalent. आप लोग अपने 10th में पढ़ा होगा. Ionic molecule जो भी बनेगा, it is because of transfer of electrons or it is because of formation of an ionic bond. So whenever there are transfer of electrons, it results in the formation of a bond called ionic bond. In that case, what are the intermolecular forces? The intermolecular forces are between the ions. ये जो charges है, ये charges के वजह से attractive forces develop हो रहे हैं. And because of those attractive forces, these ions are held together. But whenever you are taking a covalent molecule, what happens in a covalent molecule?
sharing.
There is sharing of electrons. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And usually the shared pair in general expected क्या है? The shared pair of electrons must lie at the center. Okay. But because of the difference in the Z star, out of this A and B, suppose मान लेते A का Z star ज़्यादा है. What is Z star? Effect of the nucleus on the outermost electron, or in this case, the effect of the nucleus on the shared electrons. If the Z star of A is greater than Z star of B, what will happen to the shared pair?
It will move
Attracted towards
It
A.
will attract towards it.
towards.
It will be moving towards A. So होता क्या है? Ideal case में जो बीच में रहना चाहिए, वो जो electron density और electrons जो भी share हुआ है, बीच में रहना चाहिए. Because of greater Z star of A, मैं मान रहा हूँ Z star of A is greater than Z star of B. Because of greater Z star of A, the electrons will be drifted towards A. Remember, the electrons are not completely transferred. अगर transfer हो जाता तो क्या होगा? There will be formation of ionic bond. There is covalent bond, there is sharing of electrons. The electrons are just migrated or they are shifted towards A because of greater Z star of A. So उस particular reason के वजह से the atom A will be gaining partial negative charge, not the complete negative charge. Ionic bond में you have complete negative charge and complete positive charge. But in case of covalent bond, because of the difference in the Z star, one of the atom will be gaining partial negative charge and the other atom will be gaining partial positive charge. ये कब होगा? अगर दोनों का Z star में variation है तो. And such a covalent molecule is called as polar covalent molecule. Polar covalent molecule. If there are no, or if there is very less variation in the Z star, then the electrons will be residing at the center. If the electrons are residing at the center, there won't be any charges on A and B. Such a molecule is called as non-polar. In this case, if there is variation in Z star, it will lead to the polar molecule. If there is very less variation in Z star, the molecule will be non-polar. ये वाला part clear है?
सर फिर से समझाइए ना.
Okay. सबसे पहले आप लोग को ये आइडिया होना चाहिए what are the different types of molecules. Molecule can be formed because of an ionic bond or it can be formed because of a covalent bond. Ionic bond क्या होगा? Ionic bond is formed because of transfer of electrons. A जो है अपना electron lose किया B को, इसलिए B has achieved negative charge and A has achieved positive charge. Those charges are responsible for the generation of attraction. And because of those attractive forces, the ions A positive and B minus are closed. Okay, this is the intermolecular force which is happening in an ionic molecule. और ये visualize करना भी आसान है because there are charges. But whenever you are taking covalent molecules, even in covalent molecules के बीच में there are some attractive forces. Those attractive forces are generated those attractive forces are generated because of the charges inside the molecule. वो charges कैसे generate हुआ है वो बता रहा हूँ. Suppose you are taking a covalent molecule. Covalent molecule में होता क्या है? There will be sharing of electrons. A अपना एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया, B अपना एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया. Both the electrons are residing at the center. This has to be the ideal case. But because of the variation in Z star, I am considering Z star of A is more than Z star of B. उसके वजह से the shared electrons will not reside at the center, but they will be migrating towards the atom which has greater Z star. And remember, this is not exactly equal to the ionic bond. Ionic bond में हुआ क्या? The electrons are completely transferred. In this case, the electrons are just shifted. Okay. If the electrons are only shifted, the charges won't be complete, but the charges will be partial. This symbol indicates delta. So A has partial negative charge and B has partial positive charge. Such a molecule, such a covalent molecule, which has permanent charges inside it, is called as polar covalent molecule. If it does not have any charge, it is called as non-polar covalent molecule. So you have two types of covalent molecules, polar as well as non-polar. Okay. So if you are taking polar molecules, among the polar molecules, you have a type of interaction called dipole-dipole interaction. Dipole-dipole interaction. Again, इसका मतलब क्या है? अभी ये जो AB जो लिखा मैंने, having partial charges, this can be treated as dipole. Di indicates two, pole indicates two opposite ends. Okay, दो पोल से एक नेगेटिवली चार्ज पोल है, एक पॉजिटिवली चार्ज पोल है. And overall you will represent this as, इसका अंदर पॉजिटिव as well as नेगेटिव. जैसे मैग्नेटिक डाइपोल होता है ना, having north pole as well as south pole. This is called as electric dipole, having charges, positive charge as well as negative charge. A dipole किस वजह से बना? Because of the variation in the Z star. One of the atom is having greater Z star, so वो electrons अपने पास खींच रहे. As a result, it is achieving negative charge. जो electrons lose किया, it is achieving positive charge. Okay, so every polar covalent molecule can be represented as a dipole in this way. So if you are having polar covalent molecules, the type of interaction among them is called as dipole-dipole interaction. So एक dipole, एक molecule ये है positive, negative. Another molecule will be attracted towards it because of the charges inside it. ये negative pole है तो इसका positive pole attract होगा. Similarly यहाँ पे positive, negative, positive, negative. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. तो इन दोनों के बीच में जो भी फोर्सेस है, ये एक डिफरेंट मॉलिक्यूल है, ये एक डिफरेंट मॉलिक्यूल है. इन दो मॉलिक्यूल्स के बीच में एक अट्रैक्टिव फोर्स जनरेट हुआ ना, that is because of the charges generated within the molecule. This particular interaction is called as dipole-dipole interaction. Okay, and where will this happen? In case of polar molecules. Suppose if you are having non-polar molecules, can you tell me an example of any non-polar molecule?
Noble
H2O2.
gases.
H2 and O2.
Sorry, non-polar molecule.
H2O2.
H2O2 जिनमें कुछ चार्जेस नहीं रहेगा.
Noble gases.
नोबल गैसेस ठीक है, बट नोबल गैसेस एग्जिस्ट इन एटॉमिक स्टेट ना, सो मॉलिक्यूल वो एटम ही मॉलिक्यूल बोल सकते हैं. आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन अ मॉलिक्यूल. अभी ये जो ए बी है, if you are forming HH bond between hydrogen and hydrogen, both the hydrogens are having similar Z star. So if they are having similar Z star, the electrons will neither drift towards left hand side hydrogen or not the right hand side hydrogen. They will be present exactly at the center. If they are present exactly at the center, will there be any charges?
No,
There
sir.
won't be any charges. If there are no charges, the molecule will be considered as non-polar. Okay. So even among non-polar molecules, there will be a kind of interaction or attractive force generated called London dispersion forces. London dispersion forces, which happens among non-polar molecules. ये जो London dispersion forces है, these are also called as induced dipole interactions. मतलब if you are taking a non-polar molecule, एक non-polar molecule है which doesn't have any charge. If it is coming close to another non-polar molecule, what will happen? The electron density which is present inside this molecule will be repelling the electron density which is present inside this molecule. दो molecules है, इसके अंदर electron density है, इसके अंदर electron density है. इसका जो electron density है इसको repel करेगा, इसका electron density जो है इसको repel करेगा. उसके वजह से होगा क्या? इधर अगर नेगेटिव चार्ज है तो द नेगेटिव चार्ज विल बी ड्रिफ्टेड इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. ओके, सो यहाँ पे जो नेगेटिव चार्ज था वो दूसरे जो जगह चले जाने की वजह से दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया इज अचीविंग पॉजिटिव चार्ज. इन ऑर्डर टू अट्रैक्ट दिस पॉजिटिव चार्ज, इस एटम के अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी जो है इट विल बी ड्रिफ्टेड टुवर्ड्स द राइट हैंड साइड. जहाँ पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज है वहाँ पे ड्रिफ्ट होगा इन ऑर्डर टू इंक्रीज इट्स अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस विद दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. तो यहाँ पे फिर से कौन सा चार्ज इंड्यूस होगा? पॉजिटिव चार्ज. So here the charges are not initially present inside the molecule. They are induced whenever another non-polar molecule is coming close to the given molecule. When these two are coming close to each other, because of the repulsive forces among the electron densities, the electron density of this particular molecule is drifted in the opposite direction. Initially uniformly spread हुआ है, तो इधर से इधर drift होने की वजह से absence of electrons in this region is nothing but positive charge. So in order to have greater attractive forces, इसके अंदर भी electron density क्या होगा? इस साइड migrate होगा और इधर positive charge. This type of interaction is called as induced dipole interaction. And ये जो induced dipole interaction है, this is responsible for determining the state of iodine. What is the state of iodine? Physical state?
solid,
solid मतलब iodine molecules के बीच में attractive forces क्या होना चाहिए? ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. If there are more and more attractive forces, then the molecules will be close and it will be in solid state. If there are intermediate attractive forces, the molecules will be bit far from each other and the physical state becomes liquid. If there are least attractive forces बहुत कम है तो in that particular case the molecules will be very far from each other or it will be having a gaseous state. एक बार everyone listen, concentrate. If you are taking fluorine, bromine and iodine, fluorine and chlorine जो है these are gases. Bromine is a liquid and iodine is a solid. Chlorine के बीच में जो bond, chlorine बीच में जो bond, bromine बीच में जो bond, iodine जो बीच में जो bond है, all of them are non-polar molecules. because there is no difference in the Z star. If all of them are non-polar molecules, the only intermolecular force which they can generate is induced dipole interaction. ये जो induced dipole interaction है, its strength depends upon the surface area. ये जो charges है, जितना ज़्यादा induce होंगे, उतना ही ज़्यादा attractive forces develop होगा. And more are the attractive forces, the molecules will be close to each other. So ये जो particular attractive forces ये कब ज़्यादा generate होगा? If the surface area is more. If the surface area is more charges can be developed. अगर बड़ा molecule हो गया, if the surface area is more, the charges that are going to be developed will be more. And जितना ज़्यादा charges होगा, उतना ही ज़्यादा attractive forces होगा ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in order to have a greater surface area, what should be the size of the molecule?
Big.
The size of the molecule must be large, right? So fluorine है, chlorine है, bromine है, iodine है. What is the order of size among fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine? Fluorine has second shell, chlorine has third shell, bromine has fourth shell, iodine has fifth shell. As the number of shells increases, can I say the size of the atom increasing?
Yes, sir.
So iodine has, ये जो iodine है, iodine has the greatest size, or iodine molecule will be of greatest size. So inside iodine, the induced dipole interactions will be highest. As a result, iodine जो है वो solid state में है. Bromine जो है iodine से थोड़ा छोटा है, उसके वजह से जो भी attractive forces बन रहे, those are relatively less when compared to the attractive forces in iodine. Hence the physical state of bromine is liquid. Chlorine और छोटा होने के वजह से attractive forces जो भी develop होगा बहुत कम रहेगा. Okay, hence it is a gas. Similar thing happens with fluorine. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this kind of interactive forces among the molecules, among the non-polar molecules, is called as induced dipole interaction, also termed as London dispersion forces. आप लोग को एक बार कंपेयर करके बताओ, out of dipole interaction and London dispersion forces, which will be stronger?
Dipole.
Dipole.
Interactions are stronger than London dispersion forces. Reason being, in these molecules there are charges. Whenever there are charges, the attractive forces will be highest. इसलिए ionic compounds में attractive forces बहुत ज़्यादा रहेंगे. And इस case में the charges are not complete, they are only partial. Hence these are not, ये जो interactions है, एक AB molecule दूसरे AB molecule के बीच में जो interaction है, it is not as strong as an ionic bond. That interaction is developed because of the partial charges. And in case of London dispersion forces, there are no charges. Whenever the molecules are coming close to each other, then only there is generation of charge. Okay. So London dispersion forces are weaker when compared to the dipole interactions. Next kind of interaction, dipole induced dipole. Dipole induced dipole interaction. ये किस में रहेंगे? Whenever you have a polar molecule and a non-polar molecule. Polar molecule मतलब क्या होगा? It is a dipole having positive as well as negative charge. Non-polar molecule मतलब it doesn't possess any charge, but whenever this polar molecule approaches the non-polar molecule, what will happen? The electron density inside this will be repelled to the opposite direction, and यहाँ पे positive charge आ जाएगा.
Attractive.
Okay, and there is generation of attractive force. This type of interaction is called as dipole induced dipole interaction. and this dipole induced dipole interaction is responsible for the dissolution of oxygen inside water, which is responsible for the aquatic life. O2 जो है, O2 is non-polar, water जो है वो polar है, and oxygen is able to dissolve inside water because of the generation of an attractive force called dipole induced dipole interaction, which happens among polar and non-polar molecules. Okay. Next.
Iron dipole.
Ion dipole interaction. Ion dipole interaction मतलब if you are dissolving NaCl in water के अंदर डाल दो, what will happen? It will convert into Na positive and Cl minus. This process is called as dissolution. If it is converting into Na plus and Cl minus, can I say I am breaking the interactive force between Na and Cl? If I am breaking the attractive force between Na and Cl, what will happen to the stability of the system?
Decrease.
It will be decreased.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so NaCl में if NaCl spontaneously converts into Na positive and Cl minus, उसका stability decrease हो रहा है. कोई भी चीज एक stable entity से unstable entity में convert होने के लिए कोशिश नहीं करेगा. NaCl it is initially stable because of the attractive force with the Cl minus. If you are dissolving that in water and if it is converting into Na plus and Cl minus, it is breaking its attractive force with Cl minus and it is becoming unstable. So that should not happen. But this breaking of Na into Na positive, NaCl into Na positive and Cl minus, this does happen, and the reason for this is Na plus break होते ही ये जो H2O molecule है, H2O is also a dipole which has partial positive and partial negative charge inside it. So these H2O molecules will be attracted towards the cation and anion. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Similarly, ये जो Cl minus जो रहेगा, Cl minus will be attracting the positive parts of the dipole.
Yes, sir.
So in a way, I can say the molecule NaCl, after breaking, they're having a new interaction, and this particular interaction is obviously stronger than the initial interaction. Hence, it is converting into ions, Na positive or Cl minus जैसा. अगर वो ये जो नया interaction जो भी बन रहा है, if this interaction is weaker than the initial interaction, then NaCl won't break into Na positive and Cl minus. ये होगा ही नहीं. So इसलिए कुछ salts क्या होता है? Some of the salts are not soluble and some of the salts are soluble inside water. जो भी salt soluble नहीं हो पा रहे, the reason is this. The new attractive force formed after the attraction of the ion, after the attraction of the dipoles towards the ion, is called as ion dipole interaction. ये जो interaction मिल रहा है ना, this is called as ion dipole interaction. ये जो particular interaction है, where can this arise? Whenever you have an ionic molecule and if you are having a polar molecule, polar covalent molecule, इन दोनों को मिलाया तो there will be generation of ion dipole interaction. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes. It got disconnected. Yeah. आप लोग को ये समझ में आया?
Yes, yes.
We are discussing about the intermolecular forces. In case of ionic compounds, we can clearly see the charges inside the ionic compounds. Those charges are responsible for the attractive forces. As a result, all the ions will be close to each other, and you can clearly see why ionic compounds are solids. Those are solids because you are having charges. वो charges के वजह से attractive forces ज़्यादा रहेंगे, and वो पास में रहेंगे. Okay. If you are having covalent molecules, it is of two types: polar covalent as well as non-polar covalent. Polar covalent कब होगा? Whenever the bonded atoms are having variation in their Z star. Due to the variation in the Z star, the shared pair of electrons will be deviated towards the atom which is having a greater Z star. Because of that, there is achievement of partial negative charge on the atom which has greater Z star and partial positive charge on the atom which has lesser Z star. Okay. So there is generation of charges, or there is generation of two poles, a positive pole as a negative pole. Such a molecule is called as polar molecule, and it can be treated as a dipole, positive as well as negative parts, negative ends. If you are having a non-polar molecule, in that case, there won't be any charges. Charges kuch nahi hai, because the variation in the Z star between the connected atoms, okay, is very, very less. Because of that, the shared pair of electron will be present at the center. There won't be any charges. In case of polar covalent molecules, there is a kind of interaction among the molecules called dipole-dipole interaction. ये जो dipole है दूसरा dipole को attract करेगा, so on so forth. Whenever you have non-polar molecules, हमको ऐसा कुछ लगेगा there should not be any attractive forces because there are no charges. But the charges will be developed whenever the molecules are coming close to each other. If they are coming close to each other, the electron density of one atom will be repelling the electron density of the other atom. As a result, the electron density will be drifted towards an end, and this particular area has the positive charge, and यहाँ पे negative, यहाँ पे positive है, तो इन दोनों के बीच में एक attractive force develop होगा. And ये जो attractive force है ज़्यादा develop होने के लिए you need to have greater surface area. Down the group, the surface area increases. As a result, the attractive forces increases, and उसके वजह से iodine जो है, it is appearing as solid, and bromine as liquid. Fluorine and chlorine being smaller atoms, उनके अंदर attractive forces बहुत कम रहेंगे, hence they are gases. Then we have seen dipole-induced dipole. Dipole-induced dipole मतलब the attractive force between a polar molecule and a non-polar molecule. Polar molecule में you have charges, non-polar molecule में the charges will be induced when it is coming close to the polar molecule. Then we have seen ion dipole interaction. Ion dipole interaction में if you are taking an ionic molecule and if you are putting that in a polar molecule, the ionic compound will be dissociating into ions provided the ions are forming an attractive force which is greater than the initial attractive force. The initial attractive force is the ionic bond. बाद में जो attractive forces है, those are ion dipole interactions. If these ion dipole interactions are greater, then only NaCl will be breaking into Na positive and Cl minus. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Clear? ठीक है. Let us start with periodic properties. In the periodic properties, we will start with the first property of atomic radius. What is meant by atomic radius?
Distance between nucleus and the outermost electron.
Distance between the nucleus and the outermost electron. So if you want to find the atomic radius, you need to find the position of the nucleus as well as you need to find the position of the electron. Can you determine the exact position of the electron?
No.
Can you determine the exact position of the electron? Why not?
Oh,
It is because of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Okay. You cannot accurately and simultaneously predict the position as well as velocity of the electron. So उस reason के वजह से you cannot find the position of outermost electron. If you are unable to find the position of the outermost electron, can you find the atomic radius then?
No, sir.
No, right?
No.
So atomic radius भी वैसा नहीं निकाल पाएंगे by finding the distance between the nucleus and the outermost electron. So इसके लिए हम करेंगे क्या? इसके लिए हम करेंगे क्या? We will take molecule. We will take two different atoms. We will take two different atoms and we will be finding the distance between the nuclei. We won't be finding the distance between the nucleus and the outermost electron. We will be taking two atoms and we will be finding the distance between those two nuclei and we will take half the value of it. So atomic radius जो है, it is defined as half of internuclear distance between two atoms. There will also be uncertainty in finding the position of the nucleus, but the uncertainty is less when compared to the uncertainty in finding the position of electron. Okay? क्योंकि nucleus का जो mass है, it is much greater when compared to the mass of the electron. I can define atomic radius as it is defined as distance between the nucleus. It is defined as distance between the nucleus
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Hello.
hello, sir.
माइक ऑफ करो.
सर कुछ नहीं.